Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Connection with the Weekly Comic Roundup. We've made it almost all the way through our this week's DC books, and we're wrapping those up. Plus, getting to this week's Image books. Kicking things off, we've got Batman and Robin number 13. Where we left off, Batman and Robin were on Dinosaur Island, tracking down Bane. Bane had honestly just been living on the island with his daughter Vengeance. However, the cult of Cobra had shown up and tried to make a new version of Venom, and which they were testing on the dinosaurs. Robin had been injected with a dose of it, and was quite likely going to beat the holy hell out of Bane. So the issue begins after the events of the issue, though, primarily. Damian is talking with the new guidance counselor at his high school. Mainly because with all that happened with Principal Stone and Miss Hall, the new guidance counselor wanted to take the time to check in on every student and make sure they were doing okay, and they needed someone to talk to about it. But I also noticed that Damien had missed quite a few days of school recently, because he went on a trip with his father. But while Robin is under the influence of the new Bane, or of the new Venom, Batman instructs Maya Ducard to get the anti-venom in the bat plane. But Vengeance tries to goad Batman and Robin, but Bane takes the rifle from her that she's threatening Batman with and snaps it over his knee. And she says, after everything that they've done to you, but Bane points at Batman and Robin and says, no, after everything he's done to them. It's time that he pays for his sins. Only then will he have a chance at peace. And he's going to help Batman and Robin on Dinosaur Island. But and then he'll return to Gotham with them in chains. But they're interrupted by the cult of Cobra, who are claiming Dinosaur Island is theirs. They'll have the honor of being the first test subjects of their experiments there. So Bane proposes a temporary alliance. Starting with allowing Robin to burn off his venom in a more entertaining way. But and so he attacks the cult of Cobra. Bane seemingly makes an escape with his daughter, Vengeance, just as Maya returns with the bat plane and the antivenom, which Robin's injected with. And Bane returns just as Velociraptor is about to attack Batman and Robin, and keeps up his end of the bargain. But Batman asks, "What about Vengeance?" And Bane says that he helped Vengeance escape. If the counselor, with the guidance counselor, she asks Damien to tell her something about him, and he reflects on his life on his life in general, namely that he was, raised by his mother and grandmother, and or his mother and grandfather, and eventually came to live with his father, and things changed, and especially now that Batman's finally getting along with Batman and Robin are finally getting along. He doesn't have to hide from who he is now. But she suggests that, but he also kind of hints that the guy assumes that Damien doesn't really know who he is, and suggests that maybe he draw it. But Bane has been placed is secure in Blackgate. Arkham felt wrong. There was no way that Batman was going to take Bane to Bel Rev. The Cobra Cult made it fast to get away from Dinosaur Island. With the Batplane putting up some chatter about new orders. But Maya took Goliath back to Lazarus Island, where she needs a protector. And apparently Damien has plans for it, and felt that Maya can keep the island safe. But Bruce suggests they watch a movie or go to dinner. There's some free time, but the Terrible Trio are back on the streets, robbing Gotham First National. So the issue ends with Batman and Robin heading off in the Batmobile and the Robinmobile, I guess. They take on the Terrible Trio. Good issue. It very much feels like an ending, but there is apparently going to be a 14th issue and so forth, so that's good. There's a new creative team, though. Moving on, though, to our next book, we've got Transformers number 12. Where we left off, all of the Energon was being sucked out of Earth from Cybertron through Shockwave's scheme. The issue opens, though, with Carly noting that Cliffjumper is being held prisoner by the Decepticons. And so, she takes her van and rams into Soundwave to free Cliffjumper. But Devastator tosses Cliffjumper near the portal. The Combaticons are on the other side. But the Autobots manage to defeat the Decepticons but Optimus and Alita go to the portal of Cybertron to save Cliffjumper. And Shockwave takes a beating from Optimus, but at the point when he stops, Alita praises his the violence, but he says he's going to return to the portal to Earth. Taking Cliffjumper with him, but Alita, turns out, did not activate the charges that she said she was going to. But she didn't set the charges that she said she was going to. But apparently Earth has given a massive amount of energon to Cybertron. And Alita is left on Cybertron, and as the portal is reactivated and Optimus and Cliffjumper go back. However, the portion of Cybertron that had made it through the portal is now in Earth orbit, a decaying orbit. Optimus and Cliffjumper fall to the Earth, but are saved by Beachcomber and his surfboard, as the remains of the portion of Cybertron crashes down into the ocean. Optimus asks, what have I done? And that is where the issue ends. Nothing mentioned of a next issue, so there might not be a next issue. We'll have to find out. But either way, good issue, good conclusion of things. Be interesting to see how things pan out with the Cybertronians on Earth. Moving on, though, to our last book for the moment, we've got Geiger, number 6. Where we left off in Geiger, Geiger and his cohorts, Nathan Nuclear Knight and the two-headed dog Barney, had barely survived an encounter with the electrician, who Geiger turned into Hamburger, and they're licking their wounds, basically. So the issue opens with Geiger making Barney some food, a plate full of steak and sausage, but he's not eating it. Later that night, Barney goes for a walk and finds a 3-headed zebra foal, and ends up going to the High Plains Zoo. But there are hunters present, poachers. They take down a toucan and the other animals, a four-armed gorilla at the zoo signs to Barney that to beast out and hide. But the hunters are exactly what you'd expect from basically big game hunters. The zebra foal is found by one of them, and the lead decides that a three-socked skull would make for a nice hood ornament. But Barney saves the foal, and the hunters are taken down by the animals. The four-armed gorilla takes a poncho from one of the hunters to emulate the gorilla mascot statue at the zoo. Barney returns with to Nate and Geiger with his new friend, the three-eyed zebra foal, and Nate is very keen on keeping it, and Barney's actually pretty keen on keeping him around. So while Geiger is not too happy about the whole having to feed another mouth, but well, Geiger's been outvoted. As the issue ends, someone else is driving by the High Plains Zoo. Want to check it out, but the driver in the car states that if you go there, you better have good intentions. You don't have the animals in there know. And Manco, the four-armed gorilla, always knows. Be kind to the animals, they say, or you'll never return to the High Plains Zoo. And that is where the issue ends. Interesting issue. Largely silent. Made for a cool issue. But anyways, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Patreon, PayPal can be found in the description box down below. Big shout out to Patreon patron Redman as a Penis. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.